Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into this video. I have to watch how loud I talk because we have Sleeping Beauty here on the couch. You know, little Leah over here had a very long day of doing absolutely nothing, living rent-free, getting food for free, getting everything for free. Why don't you get a job and pay some bills around here? Normally I would say, hey, to try and wake her up, but how can you wake up a beauty like that? I love my Tortie. I love all my cats. I got Larry, Leah, and the ones I've had in the past, and future kitties that one day I know I'll have. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. If you're a pet lover, you understand. But anyway, in this video, I go back to January and early January, where I was able to catch many trains on a snowy night out on the Fort Wayne line out in Beaver County. Due to the weather, I couldn't chase them like I normally do. And yeah, I was with Chad of HistoricBF, but we weren't able to go chase after trains like we normally do because of the poor road conditions, because we had finally received some snow. We really haven't had much this winter. It's been a mild winter, even though the Farmer's Almanac kept saying, oh, it's going to be freaking cold, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. I'm glad it wasn't, because I'm not complaining. I did want to get some snow shots, and unfortunately, I just haven't been able to get many. But on this night, we were blessed with a good, heavy snow, and we got some amazing shots from Highland Cut. Up on top of the bridge there, which I'll tell you what, when I'm filming from the top of the bridge looking down into the trench 100 feet below, yeah, I get very weak in the knees, I'll say that. Especially with it snowing and everything being slippery. Not a good day. Nothing says panic and fear like giving your camera the death grip while you're filming. So, but we had a wonderful night. We happened to catch 8025, the Norfolk Southern Monongahela Heritage Unit. Love catching that thing. I've caught it a few times before now, and it always seems to be in poor conditions when I catch it, but hey, whatever, it counts. Anyway, we caught that, and we were able to catch Amtrak, the Capital Limited, coming through around 1:45 in the morning, right there, just zooming westward and everything, and even though I did it on camera, it's looking... And even though I did it on camera, it looks like I'm pointing to the east, but okay, westbound, whoop! I didn't wake her up. Anyway, yeah, we caught that, but we weren't able to chase it like we normally do. But we got a lot of activity around Highland Crossing and in New Galilee, and we just had a wonderful evening catching trains and doing something that I love and putting it on video to share with y'all. If you watched the previous video where we caught 8114 at night in Amtrak, I mentioned how these videos are very relaxing, they're very enjoyable, and I'm just doing something I love, catching trains. And with recent events in my personal life, I'm just doing whatever I can to make my mental health as good as I possibly can. And just doing what I can every day, day by day. So I appreciate y'all being here, and I really hope you enjoy this video. And for people that don't, I apologize. I can't please everybody. I know that. It's just a fact, but damn it, I'm going to try. Anyway, enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the video. It's a long one, so get some popcorn, get a snack, sit back and relax, and just enjoy some trains, and I'll see you at the end. Did you like that? Oh, you're not paying attention. You're sleeping. Sleeping Beauty over there. You worked so hard today. Love her. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I just love doing rail fan videos, and even though it's a little bit of a hike from Shaler Township all the way up to Beaver County to do it, it's just one of my favorite spots in the Pittsburgh area. There's nothing that beats it. I've done several videos along the Conemaugh line, but at nighttime there's really not a good place to do it except Creighton and a couple of other small areas that have good lighting. It's just really tough. Millvale's really dark at night, and so is Etna at the crossings that I can catch trains at, so it's just not the best. But, and even though I say that, I'm out in Beaver County where there's even less light at night, but you get slopes going up to all the railroad crossings, so you can angle a car up at the crossing and light up the trains pretty good, as you can see. And especially when you have a blanket of snow on the ground, it just makes everything a little bit brighter than normal. So really hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. And obviously railfan videos aren't going to stop. Abandoned videos aren't going to stop. Retail related videos aren't going to stop. And mall videos aren't going to stop. I'll be getting my next mall video up here very soon. I have 2 of them ready to go, and I just have to finish editing them, which include the Charlottesville Fashion Square in Charlottesville, Virginia, and the Lake Forest Mall in Gaithersburg, Maryland, which closes this month in March. So I'm blessed that I was able to get a video there. Had no idea at the time that it would be closing, but now it is. Even though that video is from October, at least I got it. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, stay awesome, and take care of yourselves, because that's what I'm trying to do, is take care of myself. And I got wonderful people around me, including all of you that watched all the way through the video. So thank you, everybody. Thanks, Lucia. Really appreciate learning that. Bye, everyone.